Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, and today Luis came in from France to visit, and he's helping out. And we're going to come in closer so you can see what we're doing. All right, right now we're squaring up this thing so that, because it was cut really badly. So we're squaring it up to get it nice and flat, and then we'll clean up this edge a little bit.
All right.
And then go from there.
Side?
No, not yet. We got to do something else first. Let's turn it off. Red button. And let's see how much we are here. So we're at 2.5. So we need to come back to 2 1/4. Let me get that over here. Yep. No, it's in. I think it's in.
It's okay?
Yeah. To 100. To 150. Let's bring it a little further. There's 250. Okay, so that's 2 1/4. Now the problem is that it's kind of wobbly. I can see it. That might be better. That's pretty good. So now we face it off one more time, and then we cut back.
50 more?
Yeah. 50 more that way.
Yeah.
Or you could do 25. Okay, now because we want to bring it as close as possible, but we never want to hit that.
Yeah.
I take this is called a carriage stop, and tighten it up, and you can never go past it.
All right.
It makes it easy. All right, So
Wait,
now...
yeah, they stop here.
Okay, so now we have to measure the size we need to go
Yeah,
to.
the diameter.
Right, the diameter. So we are at about 3 1/4. So we got a long ways to go. So start it up. We're at 50 now. Let's take 50 more. Put it in. Oil. Okay, so we've got our piece down to size. We've got our center hole drilled. Now we need to drill this out to, I think, 1 inch. And it's going to want to be, I believe it's going to want to be a tight 1 inch. So we're going to go a few thousandths under. Okay, that takes us to 7/8, which is just a little under where we want to go, of course. And I measured, and I'm seeing that my shaft is under 1 inch. So we're going to have to fiddle around here until we come up with exactly what size we want. Okay, so the plan is to take 35 thousandths out of this. We're going to take about 25 and then let it cool down really good and get a good measurement. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've let it cool down a bit, and we've taken about another, I don't know, 15 thousandths, and this thing is just right. I mean, to fit in there. Now, so we're going to take this out, and the next thing we're going to do is come in and, well, actually, you know what? I think the next thing we want to do is to put the hex into the piece itself. And then we'll come in and knock off this little cap, and we're going to probably run this part in just a little bit below in order to get it to fit just right out on the machine itself. But we don't know what that is just yet. So for now, I'm going to knock these two edges off, and then we'll take it over to the mill and play around there. let's take it out. And we're going to go over to the mill. Nice. Okay, we got this baby over here. Now, what we need to do is divide this into however many segments that that receiver is. And the only way that I know how to do it, well, you could probably do it with the dividing head, but you know, the rotary table is the better of the two tools. Now, we'll be back. Okay, so we got our table in and bolted down good and snug. Now we need to center out the table itself. So we've got our coax indicator in place. We're going to bring it up into the into the center hole of the table, and we'll just rotate around, make sure that we're a long ways off. Still. Even now. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're going to slow this thing down. And just kind of walk it in until it gets where we want it to go. All right. Now we put our sleeve in place, and I think we can pretty much grab it right here. Can we? Yeah, we'll grab it in two places, and then do our fluting, and then grab it in two other places. That should work. Yeah, 1.5 to. All right, let's get rid of the coax. Now we're pretty well set to go here. And so what we need to do is find out how many flutes we need to cut here, and then we'll get ourselves a bit to cut them with, and we'll go from there. We'll be back. Okay, so we're looking at our die cutter here, and I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-sided. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-sided. So that's pretty easy. And we need to get a measurement on that too. Alright, so we're at 2, 1, 80. 2, 180. So right now we're totally centered, and what we need to do is to get the shaft size, which is 750 3/4, although this doesn't look like 750. I think it maybe steps down a little bit. Maybe it got resharpened some point or another. That looks pretty good. So we're at 710. All right. So half of 1710 would be half of 77 is 3.5. So 3 point and half of 10 would be 3.505. 505? 3.55. Oh. Okay, there's half of the shaft. So we're going to go 3.50. Okay, so there's halfway for that. Now we have to measure this. Oh no, we don't measure that. We measure our 2190. 2190? Alright, I erased it. What have we got here? Oh yeah, 2190 is the flat. So we've got, well, let me make sure you can still see. Yes, you can. So we have 2130. So that would be 150.15, 165. So we'll go there and take 165, 1, 1, 6, 5. Let's see what it does. First we want to take this over to 0. Some kind of 0. Okay, we're right at 0. We'll lock it down. We're going to bring our cutter in. Okay, so we got our first flat cut. Now we're going to divide 360 into 8, which is 45 degrees. So now we'll loosen our head and we're going to go 45 degrees. So 10, 20, 30, 45. And we'll take that to 0. Back it up. And we cut our next flat. Okay, and as you can see, we can't go any lower than that because we'll hit our clamp. So I'm going to just continue around the circle. Once I get all the way done, then I'll come back and reclamp it right here and come back to those spots and cut them. Okay, let's rotate it a little bit more. Alright, let's see what we've got here. 135, there's 5, 10, there's 15, no, there's 25, 35, 45. Ah, damn it. Well, and that is the only bit of that size that I have. Damn it. Let's see what else we got. Well, here's one here. It might be the same. Okay, so we've got all of our facets cut, except for the two where the clamps are, and we need to clamp that down. First, I want to get some of this. All right, so we're cutting the last facet here, and let's come back. We got about, I don't know, 6 more cuts to make. Now, let's get the tool over here and see if it's going to fit. I mean, you know, I got the calculations right, but who knows? It's always best. Oh, look at that. Damn. This is a piece of shit here. This is what I wanted to go to. Oh, man. All right, well, let's just have a look. I mean, it does fit. Okay, now, do I want to take this to the next step and build a whole new piece? Or do I just go ahead and put this on there and call it a day? Okay, Nick Collier here, and damn, I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna make a bigger one of these to fit that new size that I found. I can't believe I didn't push that little piece of crap out of there and look at the actual mechanism, but it looked like it was part of it, you know? And so whatever. Let's just make a new one of these, and you know, hang in there with me. We'll have fun a second time. All right. So now we want to find out what our outside diameter is for the hex, and we will be right back. And we are looking at 3 inches 25, and I believe this material is 3 1/4 or 3 1/2 inches. So we got a bit to cut off here. Okay, so we're down to size, and we still need to cut a hole in that and bore it, and that we are going to do in the morning. So we will see you in a number of hours. Okay, so we finished boring it, and we got our edges chamfered, and now we're just cutting off the remaining little chunk there, and that shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Okay, the saw cut straight. It's just that this piece kind of flopped down a little bit and cut incredibly crooked. Look at that. Whoa, way off. But we can fix that. No sweat. Okay, that's that for that. Now we can take it over to the Bridgeport and put the hex on it again. Nice. A little rough right there, but that's going to be fun. Okay, so we've set this whole thing up again, and we're ready to cut. In fact, we've cut. We're about halfway through our first cut here, and hey, we're just going to chip away at this until it's done. We've got 4 facets cut, and we want to cut 4 more. So let's go ahead and rotate another 45 degrees. And we're at 310 right now. So that would be 10, 20, 30, and we're going right to 0. Okay, we've got our cut. I think we want to take a final measurement, make sure that our surfaces are correct. before we take this thing apart. And let me go over to the other, to the motor. Yep, we got about 10 thousandths play. I'd say we're pretty well set to go here. Let's take this thing apart and see how it's gonna play out. Well, typical Harbor Freight piece of trash. The way they made this, interestingly enough, I mean, you know, it was made to have that garbage cast iron sleeve in there, and so, and it turns out that the surfaces that I measured were flat. Well, not all of the surfaces are flat. If you look close, you'll see that, can you see that? That some of them have mounds and some of them have valleys. It's like, what? I can't believe that. Anyhow, so, of course, I go to fit it, and it fits. It's perfect except for these little mountains here. This one has one here and one here, and this one over here has one in the center. Each one of them is different. So we're going to have to go back in. We're going to take this thing apart and go back in and flatten each one of these surfaces. It's not going to be a big deal, but it's, you know, it's a deal. All right, so we're going to have to come in. This thing's nice and flat, well done, and of course it doesn't fit. So we're going to have to come into this brass piece, pull this brass piece out of the mechanism, and go in and remachine each one of these flats. And, you know, just part of what you have to do, right? This is Nick Collier. Hey, you know, this part's not going to be that much fun, but once I get it done, I think I'll be having fun again. And, you know, tell your friends about me and subscribe. We have a lot of fun around here. Okay, Nick Collier, checking out.